if you have issues that you're going through in your life, let's say you have an addiction, you have a temptation problem that the Lord is trying to have you address. He's trying to get you to acknowledge it so that way you guys can work together, but you refuse to. For whatever reason, you don't want to. You ignore the issue, or you just continue to keep on sinning because you don't think it's that big of a deal. Lord shows that the longer that you continue to not acknowledge these things, to not take care of them, then the worse it's going to get. It just like addiction and temptation is a deep-rooted issue in the heart that will grow and fester into just more and more things that you are tempted by, and it just becomes more and more about pleasing the flesh, pleasing ourselves instead of pleasing Him. It becomes like a broken down home, like a forest in your backyard that was once a beautiful backyard, but now it's become overgrown because you refuse to take care of it, right? It's not going to take care of itself. God's not going to do that if He instructed you to take care of it. In Ecclesiastes 10:16-18, it says, "What sorrow for the land ruled by a servant, the land whose leaders feast in the morning. Happy is the land whose king is a noble leader, whose leaders feast at the proper time to gain strength for their work. Laziness leads to a sagging roof. Idleness leads to a leaky house." So like I was saying, when we're not tending to these things, over time, it's just going to get worse. Things are going to fall apart until it just completely crashes out, right? Proverbs 24 says, "Those too lazy to plow in the right season will have no food at the harvest." If we're not obedient and we're not following God's instructions in different gardens of our lives, then how do we expect to grow? How do we expect to be able to cultivate, to be creative, to do amazing work for the Lord if we're not being obedient? If we're just doing what we want to do, what pleases us, we're not going to have any seeds to plant into our garden that in due time will grow, and we can harvest, we can reap the benefits of what we've been harvesting, right? We'll just have nothing, and that's pretty sad, right?